Hello and welcome to Mountain Aromatics. Today I have one from IFF. It is Sandalwood Oliffac. Again, if it says Oliffac in the name of the material, that is from IFF, the company International Flavors and Fragrances. So Sandalwood IFF. This is in the beginner's kit. And it is 400 hours on the test strip, and it's a base. I think so. Anytime you get a sandalwood, it's going to be a base. You may already know that, but just in case, there are people who are incredibly new to this. Sandalwoods are bases. They typically last a good while, like 200 hours or 300 hours, and a lot of them last 400 hours. And they're big fat molecules, so a lot of times when you get it at home, you're going to be like, I can't smell this. The reason is because those molecules are so big, they can't, I know this is weird and crazy, but those big fat molecules can't get up through the nose into the middle of the brain where you actually smell. So this is mushroomy and earthy and a slight nuttiness. To me, this is I've heard this described as more of it's called Mysore wood, M-Y-S-O-R-E, that's one word, wood, which is a type of sandalwood. So to me, this is not the huge majority of sandalwoods. They have a very sweet, light wood that is very, very lasting. This does not fit in that category. It is a completely different, what I have seen, smaller category. There's not near as many sandalwoods that smell like this as all your typical sandalwoods. This is definitely, you will get mushroom, and to me, that is the dominant smell. It smells like earth, mushrooms. Almost like you've got mushrooms and you've cut them up and they're in the pan with no oil, but in the pan, and they're starting to, you've salted them and they're releasing their oil, their liquid, and it is the mushrooms are beginning to shrink, and the earthiness is coming out and the aroma is really coming forward. That is what this smells like to me. It smells like earthy mushrooms being cooked. That's what it smells like. There's a slight nuttiness to it. I do detect that. So it is not quite a water consistency. It's kind of a thicker consistency. It's almost like water. It's just a little bit thicker it's more like an oil consistency and not a water consistency. It feels heavier than water. There we go. It feels heavier than water. Almost clear. It has a tiny slight yellow, clear yellow color. And the other thing I'll tell you is in the title of, it's a Sandalwood Oliffac DEPR. That's part of it, of the name of this molecule or this material. So this definitely is going to go in a formula that is earthy. I have personally never, this is my first time smelling a sandalwood that smells like this. but my understanding is it is in the Mysore wood, sandalwood category, and that's why it smells different than the typical sweeter sandalwoods, because the other sandalwoods that I've smelled don't have an earthy mushroom aroma to it. They have like a soft, sweet wood aroma, but I don't get a soft, sweet wood. I get a mushroomy, earthy, forest floor, almost leafy, wet forest floor, leafy mushroom, wet mushroom aroma with this. It has a wet aroma. So this could absolutely, let me go here now. It's not near as strong. Not that this is super strong, but you can absolutely, this is another one. So this is the strongest sandalwood I've ever smelled, where you can open this and absolutely smell it, where there's a lot of other ones you're really going to have, some people have a difficult time smelling them, even not being able to smell them at all. This, you will not have a problem at all smelling this out of the bottle. Not a problem. It has a definite aroma, and it's easy to smell. Here, same thing, easy to smell. I think of the wet forest floor with mushrooms, wet mushrooms. Same thing here. It's just not as strong here, which is bizarre, because sometimes you'll have a hard time smelling it from the bottle, and then when you put it on the test strip, it's easier to smell, and this is the opposite. So this is going to go good with a bunch of any type of wood. You can go with a light wood or a dark wood, and this is going to be beautiful when you want to do a very, like an earthy formula. This is going to be a definite add it to it. When you are looking for, I think, like a wet floor, wet forest floor, wet leaf aroma, this will absolutely help. Let's see. Yeah, any of the woods will be beautiful with this. Even your, like a Himalayan cedar wood would go well with this. It will, I think the Himalayan cedar wood is going to give it a little bit of lift. This, to me, smells a little heavy and down here. And if you're wanting to lift it up a little bit, that's something that will give it a little bit of lift. Not projection, but it will give it a little bit of lift. Timber silk as well, I think, might give it a little bit of lift, as well as Cephalus. But like, I think I went over the wood base from Firmenich. That, I think wood base by Firmenich, I think I went over that, is like half dark wood, half light wood. That would go really well with this and give it a little bit of lift as well. So I hope that is helpful. Again, I think I said this, but this is in the beginner's kit of creating at creatingperfume.com. And I will, in the show notes below, I will put a link to this. And I hope you have a beautiful day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next Mountain Aromatics.